This is the fastest and easiest way to get backlinks to your website without any headache. So in today's video, I'm going to show you this new method to get backlinks that doesn't involve any of the tactics that were used in the past. But before we jump into the method, I just want to remind you, what are backlinks? Why are they important for their website? And how would people get them in the past? So backlinks pretty much is when you have a website. Okay, let's imagine this is your website and you have another website that is not yours, it doesn't belong to you, but this is website A and this is website B, okay? And they are talking about the same niche, okay? So let's say you have a pet grooming business website, and when you have other websites, website B, adding a link to your site, okay, so they just published a page or an article and they include a link to your site, this is a backlink. And what it does is that it signals to Google that your website has authority, credibility, and is a reputable source. So in consequence, Google will increase your domain authority and will rank your website first in the result page. So this is why it's so important to get backlinks. But up until now, getting backlinks was a really big headache, okay? And I'm gonna show you now the methods that people used to do to get these backlinks. And the first one was manual outreach, all right? I already made a tutorial here in this channel on how you can semi-automate this manual outreach using a Cloud prompt and Cloud code, but pretty much the basics of manual outreach for link building is that you go on Google, you use this search term in URL, and then you put your niche and you put right for us, okay? You can also replace it by like guest posting or sponsored post, but usually the right for us will do the job. And what will happen is that you will get a list of sites that are willing to give you a backlink in exchange for money, okay? So as you can see, you have a lot of websites, they all have this guest blogging page, and you just open, you see their conditions because they usually have conditions, and then you buy a sponsored post. So you pretty much post an article on their website that has a backlink to yours, okay? And it says, they show the conditions, your article should be clear, bold and engaging, focused on pet care, grooming, safety or nutrition. They give you the word limits, and then they even tell you the rate. So pretty much it will cost $30 per link. Okay, so this can get quite expensive if you do it in mass. All right, so this is the first method. It's still effective, it still works, but it's boring, it's expensive, and it's manual because you have to write the article. For the second method, we have sketchy websites. All right, and I don't recommend anybody doing this because you will be spamming your website with low quality backlinks that instead of helping you rank higher, will help you get de-indexed, and Google will actually penalize this. So if you go on Google and you search for buy backlinks, you will get a bunch of sketchy, spammy, and scammy websites that will sell you backlinks, usually for very cheap, but this is because they are not real backlinks, okay? These guys have what we call link farms, where they create a bunch of artificial websites that exchange link in between others. So you buy, let's say, 100 backlinks for $10, but you're not getting any return for those backlinks. Okay, they are spam. You have a website in a link farm that is ranking, that is giving backlinks to multiple niches with any quality assurance whatsoever. Okay, so don't buy these backlinks because they are actually dangerous to your website. For the third method, you have Fiverr, and this is very similar to the low quality sketchy sites, but you're paying a guy on Fiverr instead of paying them to a website. So the chances of being scammed here are lower, all right? These sellers here on Fiverr will most likely deliver the links and stick to their word, but the problem is that they will also be low quality, okay? If you're buying these backlinks for $5, You're also getting included in a link farm or in some sort of like spam low quality websites, and these will not benefit your website either. Okay, you might find exceptions. I'm not saying all the Fiverr sellers are providing low quality backlinks. Okay, you might find some that have actually high quality backlinks, but those will usually come at a very expensive price. Okay, so you end up paying a lot. So this is another method I wouldn't recommend. And the third method is agency backlinks. All right, agencies, if you're obviously looking for a reputable agency, will usually provide you very high quality backlinks. They will be fast, they will be organized in the delivery process, and they will update, and it will be super easy to buy. But these will be very expensive backlinks, okay? For example, Arvow, they sell backlinks themselves, and if you come here to their website at resources and build backlinks, you can see that these backlinks will be very high quality, okay? Only DER40 plus domains with real organic traffic, okay? Every host site rated DER40 to 70 plus on Ahrefs, and they are verified. You have websites with a minimum 1,000 organic visitors a month, all right? So these are very high quality, and they do niche relevant only. This is super important because, like I said, you could get included in link farms. You don't want that. These are very high quality backlinks, but if you come here and check the pricing, you can see that just three backlinks cost $450, all right? And I'm not telling you to not buy this, because if you don't have time and if you have money and you need these backlinks, these are absolutely the best ones you could buy, okay? And they cost around $150 per link, but they will get you results. But there's this new method that I'm gonna show you where you can get backlinks from a reputable source, from real people, for free, okay? Not 100% for free, because you will need an Arvow subscription, all right? You will have to be here on the business plan to get access to this backlink exchange feature, but this is an absolute game changer. And let me show you how this works, okay? So I'm here in the backlink exchange feature inside Arvow. It's super easy to create. You just need to click here on create exchange, you give it a name, you put your website URL, and you will start getting backlinks automatically without having to pay. Okay, so I created this one as an example for Arvow. I cannot show you these links because this is not actually mine. Okay, but you can see that I created this on May 4th, so 1 week ago, and it already has 20 backlinks. Okay, and if you open the websites that are giving backlinks to this website, I checked it, and they are DR40, DR50, DR36, which is very good. And the best part is that it works fully on Autopilot. Okay, so just to give you an idea of how this works in the backend, basically Arvow has thousands of users publishing articles with external links every single day. And what happens is that when these users are publishing an article with external links, when the context is relevant to you, Arvow will prioritize your website as an external link. So let's go back to our pet grooming example, okay? Here you have your site, and here you have another Arvow user. This Arvow user is publishing articles every single day with external links. So this is article 1, this is article 2, this is article 3, all right? And all these articles include external links, so links to other websites. The thing is that since this website and your website are inside the Arvow pool, Arvow will give a priority to your site. So instead of this link being a random link to some website on the internet, Arvow will give this link to you. So you end up getting a free backlink. And you don't even need to be publishing articles, okay? If you have this backlink exchange feature active and enabled, you're automatically in the pool, so you are automatically open to receive these backlinks, okay? For the user B, there's no problem because he wants external links anyways. It's a win-win. And for you, you are getting backlinks. And this is basically the easiest way to get backlinks in 2026. As long as you have the Arvow subscription, you will be getting up to 3 backlinks every single day. You don't have to be worrying and wasting time with manual outreach. You don't have to worry with scam websites or with low quality backlinks to your website. You don't have to worry about Google penalizing your content and your rankings. So yeah, I think it's literally a win-win situation for everyone. If you want to try Arvow, I will leave a link in the description so you can get into this backlink exchange and give me your feedback in the comments. I want to know if you guys are getting backlinks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel as it helps me a lot. Don't forget to watch this next, and I see you on the next one.